Hey crew, Mark Hadmaker here. It's nothing fighty in this particular clip. We haven't done one in a bit, so I thought I'd give us a little bit of old school Scoutcraft tip. This comes both from a Plains Indian hack. It's Namana'khit'u. It's basically means to measure the self. And this is also combined with a lumberjack trick tip. This is to help you estimate how high something is. It's really fascinating. It's a bit of trigonometry without actually having to do any of the math. And there's a hole within the Namana'khit'u. There's a ton of material in there, whether it's measuring daylight, how far you'd have to swim a particular river to the best fording point, several different ways to estimate height, distances, whatever. And it started the measuring. It's always using yourself, either something you've got in your hand. Most of the cases you don't have anything, but here I'm going to give you, if you want to know how tall a particular tree is, whether you're getting ready to fell it and drop it, know where it's going to go, or you just want to know for fun to guesstimate the height of a tree. In this particular one, you're going to need a stick, staff, a spear. I'm going to reach over here and grab. You're going to need one that's the same length of your arm. Now this particular thing I'm using here is longer than my arm, so to make it work, what you do is you grab it in your fist, run out to your armpit, reach under with the other hand, and boom, now you've got it. This is the approximate length of my arm right here. Then what I'm going to do is hold it directly out 90 degrees from my body. Then I'll pick out a tree that I'm trying to figure out the height of, because I want to know whenever I chop this thing, if it's going to fall, where it's going to hit, or maybe I'm just wanting to know how high something is, or maybe it's the same thing can happen with the cliff. I want to know how high this is, if I've got enough rope for it, whenever I'm scaling up on it. And this will only work from my perspective. So I'm going to kind of tell you, hey, I got a tree over here in the distance. Then what I would do is I'd hold this at 90 degrees. I don't let my arm drift up and down. And then I'm going to either walk forward or back up until I see the top of this stick. It's the same length of my arm, line up with the top of the tree or the cliff that I'm trying to get the measure the distance of. So I don't do it by going, now it's high as the top, now it's high as the top. I leave this at 90 degrees. I walk forward or backward until it matches. And then once I have that, I can jam this stick in the ground, I can pace it out, and I now have the approximate height of that tree. So I'll know if I need to fell it this direction. No, that's gonna fall on my chicken coop. And I go this way, no, that's for power lines. And if I notch it and drop it over here, I'm good to go, that I can buck the wood from there. Or again, if you're trying to climb a cliff, let's say I've only got, this much line with me here, and we figure out, I ain't gonna do it, man. So you need more than that. So Namana'khit'u, just one of the many hacks there. I think there's about 17 of those, and we'll be putting all those into one of our Scoutcraft programs. But a little bit of stuff to maybe tickle the mind right there and have some fun with it. And next time you're wondering, is this tree gonna fall on my house? Now you got a way to do it without actually having to get out there and measure and go, I don't know. So here comes my thumb.